Hi, my name is Pete, and I started MaryLives.com. And I want to talk to you guys about why I started MaryLives.com and why I'm doing the Rosary now. And there was a time a while back when I just was not happy, obviously, and I suffered from a lot of phobias, fears in my life growing up, and even into my adulthood. I was always concerned about what people thought about me. I had economic insecurities in my life. I couldn't figure out why things just were not going right for me. And I would start businesses, jump into things, and just say, God bless it. I would go to church on Sundays as a good Catholic boy, but things just were not going right. My family life, uh, I wasn't going right for me, and I was I called my sister Carol Margits one night, and she was a very devout Catholic person, and Carol's no longer with us, but I said to Carol, I don't know what to do, and she said, Peter, start doing the Rosary, and came out and I said, Carol, look, I have no time. It's too long, and my prayers don't get answered. That's where I was at. And so time went by. Finally, one night coming home from work, her words buzzing in my head, I turned into the church parking lot. And it was in the winter, and it was 5:30 at night. So it was dark. So I walked in and the choir light was on. And I remember what Bishop Sheehan once said. He said that the success of his ministry in life was that he spent 1 hour in front of the Blessed Sacrament every day. And he said, if you go into a church and you don't know what to say or how to pray, he said, just sit there. So I did. I just sat there, and it was quiet. No one was around, but I felt the presence. I felt the presence. I know what it was. God was there. And what I did was on my fingers, I didn't have a rosary, so I did 5 Hail Marys. The next night I came back with a rosary and I did 10 Hail Marys. I called my sister up and I said, Carol, nothing's happening. She kind of got tickled and she said, Peter, keep doing the rosary. And she said, it's not a magic wand. I said, okay, I'll do it. So I kept doing the rosary. And do you know something, guys? My life did start to change. I stopped worrying about economic insecurity. I stopped worrying about what people thought about me. My family life changed. And I started, I guess you can call it serendipitous type of miracles or things in my life. Good things started coming out of, let's just say, left field, right field. Good things started happening for me. I got a little raise. I didn't ask for that, but it came out of nowhere. That never happened. And I just kept saying the rosary. I remember what our Blessed Mother said to Saint Dominic when back in the 1200s when he was trying to convert the unbelievers. And she said, pray thy Psalter. She appeared to him, and he did. And from then on out, they were packing the church out. That's all he did was preach about our Blessed Mother. So, what I'm saying to you guys is that I want you to join me on Monday night at 7 o'clock. Just go to MaryLives.com and go to Pray the Rosary. Follow the links to the Zoom. You could, if you could dial it in wherever you're at. Most of you know that, and just listen. You don't even have to show your face on Zoom. We all know that. You could even make up a fictitious name if you want to. No one's going to call on you. And I found the secret. And I'm giving you we're going to unsecret this right now. I found to get in helping me and my prayers being answered is praying for others. I started thinking about it. Who are the people that hurt me in my life? Even when I was a child, maybe it was a boss that fired me, which it was, one of them. Maybe somebody that bullied me in my life. Maybe I got punished for something at home that I, still kind of upset about. Maybe you might think it's crazy, but we think about these things, and how about the people that I hurt? Okay, that was a big one. All right. Even to today, we hurt people unintentionally every day. I know I do. And I start praying for those people. I don't know where they're at today. They might not even be with us anymore. So I pray for their souls. I pray for whatever that might be the only prayer going up for them, I think sometimes. Probably true. And I'm finding that my own needs are getting met because our Blessed Mother, I'm finding, knows my needs even before I know them because of what's happening. So I like to say that, look, miracles are coming at you or they're going straight over your head. And that was the case before because I found that by doing the rosary, I'm now connecting with Jesus Christ like I've never known before. Period. Okay? And I could talk to everybody until I'm blue in the face. But I found out the way to connect to Jesus is through his mother. People say, well, why don't you go? Yeah, I go straight to God. I go straight to Jesus. But it's even better when I can go to his mother and she can intercede for me. I'm not worshiping her and I'm not praying to her, but I'm asking her to lift my petitions to her son, Jesus. And you know what? That's happening. That's what she's at. She asked the children at Fatima when she appeared, pray for others. She's asking Bernadette, she said, pray for others. The evidence is even there, guys. Let me just touch on this about these apparitions. Okay? That, look, the evidence is there. Okay? The miracle of the sun. No one's really talking about that at Fatima. Witnessed by 80,000 people. Okay? It was a rainy day. And the children asked for a sign from Mary because the people couldn't see her. All right? Only the children could. So they asked for a miracle. The skies parted, and suddenly the sun came out. And the witnesses there were saying the sun started dancing in the sky. And then it started falling at them, and they all scattered. That day, even the thousands that were skeptics became believers in God that day. How about it? Bernadette at Lourdes? Our Blessed Mother appeared to Bernadette Subaru 18 times. And there were 100,000 people that one day on one of the final apparitions. And our Blessed Mother asked Bernadette to go dig a little hole. And she said, wash yourself from the spring. And Bernadette said, what spring? But she dug a little hole, and Our Lady said, now wash yourself. And so she started putting dirt and everything all over her face. And everybody, and the people laughed, and they took her away. 2 workers stayed behind, or a few people with them, and they felt water, or they felt something wet on their hands. They turned around, it was a little stream coming out. Do you know that millions of people every year visit Lourdes, and there are 70 confirmed miracles by the Catholic Church, and there's miracles happening there every day. Let's call them the serendipitous, everything's in life, but there's emotional healings, all different types of healings that are happening today that are not even reported. So I'm asking you to join us again on Monday night, because you're going to experience good things happening for you as they're happening for me. I want you to have and to discover what I have found for my own life. I really do. I care for you because I know that many of you have experienced or experiencing things like I have, maybe even worse than I have in my life. But I found purpose now. I don't want to leave this life not doing something for somebody else. We all want to help somebody. And guess what? I now know how to help people. I now know how to get my own needs met because I found a connection directly to Christ. And I found it through our Blessed Mother. Jesus listens to his mother just like he did at the wedding feast at Cana. She said, do what he tells you to do. He walked away. Guess what? He told them to fill the jars with water. They had wine. It was Mary who started that ministry of Jesus. because he said, my time had not yet come. And that was the first miracle. Does he listen to her? Yep. And that's why when I do the rosary, we do it in a group because it's easy. And because you know what? If you doze off, okay, we have 100 other people, 150, maybe, I think 200 people even praying for you because we're carrying your needs. Look, join us. I care for you. I love you guys. I want to see you 7 o'clock Eastern time every Monday night. This Monday night we have it coming up. This is May is Mary's month, and you know why it's Mary's month, by the way, is because it's new. Mary represents spring. She represents something new. She represents new life, as she did for Jesus. So I'm Pete again. Thank you for listening. I know I rambled a little bit, but I just want to get the message across to you that our Blessed Mother is real, and she can solve a lot of your issues, as she is for me. And I found a connection to Jesus Christ, and I know that our Blessed Mother is real. That's why I called it Mary Lives. And Jesus Christ is more real to me than ever before. So thanks for listening to this. And I hope to see all of you Monday night. Thanks, guys.